This is Chico Resch. You are listening to the Let's Go Devils podcast on the Primetime Radio Network.
Happy Devils. Early Wednesday morning. This is Devils After Dark. Coming to you live from the Primetime Radio studios inside the bunker and Scotty's Michael J. Fox studios in Hollywood, California. Streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitter, X Live, and Twitch on the Let's Go Devils Network as the Devils get buried by the Avalanche 6-3 tonight.
Ooh, very nicely done there. I see what you did with the wordplay.
Yeah, luckily it wasn't a landslide. They just got buried.
Oh, wow. Sam Wu.
Yeah, still creative at
you.
this hour.
We should keep you up this late all the time.
Nah, that's okay.
That's okay.
Yeah,
no?
I'm going to go to bed for this monologue. I'll see you later. But it's good to see people tuning in. I thought nobody would tune in at this hour. Seeing a 6-3 loss. I didn't see Matt Freudenberger.
What's up, Matt?
Oh, my goodness. Beachmaster.
Oh, everyone's back. You know what we do have to say, though, Sam Wu, before we start, okay? And this is very cool of everybody out there. You know that we have our And Crew Brew debuting this Friday at American Whiskey. Okay, it's gonna be on all the taps. Come down, celebrate, join our crew, which all of you are a part of already. So that's the R, not just me and Sam. It's everybody, this whole community that we have here. But before the taps flow from American Whiskey this Friday night, And Crew Brew has been in some liquor stores. And we got the update from Mr. Beer Baron that they have sold out in the old Chester liquor store over there of the And Crew Brew supply. So thank you to everyone out there for going out. And you got to support the team.
Also, Dover as well. Apparently.
And Dover as well.
Dover as well, apparently.
We're huge in Dover. Huge in Dover, Sam Wu. Feel like a rock star to say they're huge in Japan? We're huge in Dover.
Dover. Massive
audience in Dover.
Have you ever been to Dover?
I've driven by it a bunch of times. I don't know if I've ever actually... Wasn't there like a club in Dover or something like that?
The show place?
Something like Rock Club? Well, I don't... It's not for like Route 9 or 35 or something like that?
No, that's not Dover. It's Route 10 and 46.
Route 10 and 46. Okay.
10 and 46.
I think I drove through it one time, going somewhere.
You're not missing anything.
Great. Our numbers just plummeted in Dover. Dover, we love you.
Yeah.
I hear there's some fabulous diners over there in Dover. But thank you, everyone.
Supernova.
What's going on? I gotta fire up the old YouTube chat. I don't have it up here yet. I got the app open for the NHL thing. I get the YouTube going. But thank you, everyone, for going out there. And yeah, like I said, like David Putty, supporting the team. Gotta paint my face. Gotta support the team. But we really, really do appreciate it. And we hope you're enjoying it too. Because Short Sky, a beer connoisseur, is the one who helped design that. And he wanted to make it a nice, easy drinking beer that we can have before games, that we could do some chugs with Max and have a good old time. Not one of those like 9% alcohol, super hop, extra haze IPA thing where, you know, you take one sip and like the back of your mouth just starts biting. It's just like, yeah. So enjoy it, and we thank you. And now unavailable for the time being in Chester. And what was the other one? Dover. Where Sam Wu has you know, sabotaged all of our listening ratings over there.
That's fine with me. We don't need to. They don't even watch hockey to begin with.
Do you have some sort of like personal beef with the township of Dover that we're unaware of? Did you like get kicked out of the town, banned or something like that? And no one knows about it?
No.
Best anyone on the YouTube or Facebook. Best reason. I'll give you a chance. Go ahead. Give us the best reason Sam's not allowed to go to Dover. You know, like we could do like a David Letterman top 10 list. Why would Sam be banned from Dover?
There was actually, I don't know if it's still there. There was a bar I used to go to in Dover called the Laughing Lion. Have you ever been there?
No.
They had like every single beer around the world, and there are actually people that frequent there that they would get a card punched and try. I think they've had like 300 something odd beers or whatever.
Really?
Yeah, called the Laughing Lion.
The Laughing Lion. If anyone's been to the Laughing Lion,
but
please.
that was 25 years ago, so I don't know if it's still there.
All right. Well, if anyone has been there, either now or in the past, present or past, or plans to go in the future, let us know about the Laughing Lion. If you've ever, I feel like there was something in Dover, but I just can't. Was it like a racetrack in Dover or something like that? I really don't remember. I feel like I did. I went somewhere in Dover one time.
You probably went to the
center or Samash out there.
You probably went to the show place because there was a music studio in there at some point.
I don't know.
Like a recording.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I love you, Dover. Though I do. Sam Wu apparently is a little bitter about Dover, but I love you. So, you know, just continue to tune in to Devils After Dark here on the Let's Go Devils Podcast Network. Trying to wake Sam up, trying to wake you up. 1 a.m. I had a feeling this game was gonna go this way. Number 12 on the season, end of the road trip. Oh, those always play out oh so well. Yes, end of the 4-game road trip. Both teams with 7 wins. However, we know the Avalanche have been coming in where they got shut out the last, 2 or 3 games? 2 out of the last 3 or 3 out of the last 4 or something like that? It's Colorado Avalanche. They're kind of due for a little bounce back. 2 fast teams, but still no Jack, no Nico for the old New Jersey Devils. Wow, there was a heck of a fight in this Sharks Flyers game. I kept looking. I'm like, it's still going. It's still going. I don't know who that was, but just was watching a little bit of the highlights in the background. Caught my attention. But, yeah. Avs. Oh, here it is. 3 out of the last 4. Avs have been shut out. I did take notes. Vanacek back in net. And he played himself a damn good game. Because what it must have been 9-10-1 in odd man chances for the Avalanche in this game. Vitek Vanacek, I don't think he was a problem tonight. Either way, let's talk about it. First period actually started off real good. Tyler Toffoli, good play along the wall in the D zone that springs the rush the other way. He ends up being the trailer and gets a shot on goal. Nice good one to start things off. Alexander Holtz, who second half of the game, after that penalty, but in the beginning, he was back checking on a play. Tying up, I can't remember who he tied up, but again, turned to play the other way. Holtz, he ended up putting a shot on net, and then the rebound popped out there, and it was just out of, I think it was Tierney at the time, on the ice with him. And then the Devils struck not too far into this game. And it's the man with the team leading 8th goal on his season. Holy Toffoli. He strikes again. That's right. Tyler Toffoli at 3:43 of the first period. And Toffoli had himself a hell of a play here. And, oh, wait. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. I'm getting something in my ear right now. We have an update. We got to go to the Let's Go Devils podcast network studio with the king of the football calls himself, the greatest heel in the history of Hockey X. That's right, Sam by God Woo with his Devils After Dark update.
This game update is brought to you by And Crew Brew. And Crew Brew, making something one crew at a time.
Devils tired.
Yeah. Devils, Colorado. New Jersey back to its old stomping grounds of the early 80s. Left that dump in 1982 to New Jersey, but they're back. Devils driving. McLeod snaps to Marino. He looks off the defender, finds Toffoli. Touchdown Devils! Touchdown Devils! Toffoli in the end zone. Holy cannoli! We got ourselves a game. 1-0 Devils.
Wow. Very nicely done, Sam Woo. Right now, Mrs. Woo is upstairs just rolling her eyes as she hears this boisterous noise from the bunker over there.
She's not too happy right now. I told her about the football call when she came home, work late, and she just rolled her eyes and she said, okay, and just left.
Oh, good Lord. Well, that was a fabulous football call over there, Sam Woo. And I love that you mentioned it because Sam and I were talking about it right before we started the Old Devils After Dark episode here, that Marino, Johnny, was making like Dan, looking off the defense with that slap pass right down to Toffoli. I mean, I caught it. You saw it afterwards. I mean, he's looking the opposite way and boop, goes the other.
Well, actually, I was looking you off, trying to wave you off, pump faking you know, when we had that, pre-show discussion when I was telling you, I don't want to do it.
Yeah, you were. Sam was like, I don't know if I want to do the football call. I'm like, bro, it's kind of your thing. People will be disappointed. So I'm glad he mustered through there.
I had trouble with the slogan, make winning memories, because we didn't win the game. I'm like, in the mid-flight when I was doing the football call, I'm like, what the hell? What kind of idiot made this slogan? And then I was like,
when you took that like 10-second pause in there, was that at that point?
Yeah,
basically?
pretty much.
I thought it was genius. Pure genius. And much like this goal was really nice, and it was actually started with Tyler Toffoli behind the net on the forecheck, working real hard, playing physical, and then getting the puck to McLeod, who fed over to No, wait. That one went right to... Was McLeod on that one? He was. And then he gave... Yes, right. Toffoli to McLeod to Marino, who made that... Seriously, he was looking this way and boom, going the other way. Actually, I think it was the opposite direction. Whatever. Toffoli was down there on that goal line. Woo! Wicked shot up high. 1-0 Devils, 3:43 in. After that, we had Vanacek making a nice leg save. He was coming out of the crease. Thought he was playing his angles really well tonight. Looked confident. That's right, he had that one. There was a pass out from behind into the slot. He made the leg save and then covered it on up with that ball. What? With the glove I'm reading a line ahead here because this is the point where Kevin Ball, I believe, took a puck to the ankle. The broadcast, I had the TNT broadcast out here in LA. I'm assuming you did back in Jersey as well. They said that Timo Meier made a big block shot, but it was Kevin Ball who was down on one knee and was hobbled and could barely get off the ice. And that didn't look good. He did come back and play the rest of the game. However, it did look like he wasn't skating at full speed out there. And I can only imagine when that skate comes off of his foot, the swelling that will probably happen afterwards. Hopefully not. Because the last thing we need right now is another injury to someone who plays a large portion of the game. Important minutes. But either way, ball does come right back out. Devils, Lazar took a penalty. Devils killed it off. Timo then took a hooking call. Ball started blocking some more shots, and then Rantanen got on the board for the Colorado Avalanche. At what time was that? 15:50 power play goal on the Timo call. And Rantanen was right at the side of the net there for a redirect. And what was that? That's his 7th. Damn, that's his 7th on the year. Ties it up 1-1. We're moving into the second period. And right off the bat, Avs get an early 2-on-1. And that's going to be the theme for this period here. With the odd man rushes. Basically for the rest of the game. Because the Colorado Avalanche never stopped getting one. So the Avs got a real old early goal there. 2-on-1. Ross Colton gets his third. From who? Of course, it's Miles Wood. Oh, just wait. Our old friend comes up a little bit later in this game as well. We're getting to the point that's in the story right now. And O'Connor, him as well. 2-1 Avs, 2:25 into the second period. Even strength. The Devils get a power play. McLeod draws one. And the Avalanche were getting better opportunities on that power play than the Devils were. Vanacek had to make 2 shorthanded 2-on-1 breakaway saves. The odd man rushes were all over the place against the Devils in this game at this point. Luke Hughes made a good stick to break up another odd man rush. That would have been the 4th in the first 7 minutes of the period. And then Siegenthaler, it all started to break down. Siegenthaler takes a big hit from who else? Miles Wood. Now, Dougie comes in afterwards, and you like to see that, to protect. However, he just kind of levels Miles Wood completely from behind, which puts Miles, obviously, on the ice, and Dougie with the lone penalty. So, I like him coming in there, but it was little, I don't know. You got to draw the other guy as well. But either way, do like him coming in. Siegenthaler, this was a tough one. I don't think this one was a dirty hit because Siegenthaler was reaching for the puck. And that's why I think he kind of went at that awkward angle. If he didn't play the puck, it wouldn't have been as hard as it was. I mean, it would have been hard. Miles Wood is a freight train. We all know that. But I don't think Siegenthaler, because it kind of looked weird with his face like hitting the lower glass. But I don't think that one was a dirty hit. You can disagree, and that's fine. I think Sam Wu does. We'll talk about it. But Dougie comes in, he gets the roughing call. Ball then gets an interference call. The Avs have a 5-on-3, but we got to put the horns up for Eric Halla and John Marino. I believe Marino, or no, it was Halla intercepts the puck and works it out with Marino, or maybe it was John. I can't remember. On the 5-on-3, and they worked it into the Avs zone, and they kept it in there. So the Avs, that 5-on-3, the Avs maybe had like 2 or 3 seconds of attack zone time. on that 5-on-3. So really good job by Halla and Marino. Now the craziness really started happening because the Avs took a too many men on the ice penalty during their 5-on-4, which then put everyone at a 4-on-4 situation, okay? Which we know usually favors the Devils. And one person that's going to be out there because of his speed is going to be Luke Hughes. Now, Colton comes in, and this was a bad penalty. I mean, a bad hit. And it's arguable that it could have been a major penalty as well because he hits him in the numbers. He hits him behind. The puck was away from him, and he was still away from the boards. But Colton decided to go in there and hit him from behind and throw Luke into the boards pretty awkwardly. Naturally, ding, the off-ice official dinged him for the concussion protocol. Totally understandable. I get that. It was an awkward hit in there. It looked bad. My whole thing is, it's like, I don't know. Just feel like the Devil. I wrote this down here. Devils need to respond to these hits. So what happened is after Colton puts Luke down, the puck comes around, and Timo meets him there, and then Colton basically just punches Timo in the face, but with his stick, like boom, like that, and catches Timo with the stick in the face. So Colton gets a 5-minute major for the high stick and a 2-minute minor for the boarding. That's a 7-minute power play and a game misconduct. So he was out. He was done. Now, you could argue, I think they made the right calls. Although I don't think the boarding on Luke was a major, but I could see it being. I could see some people calling it a double minor. But either way, it was a cheap shot. It was a cheap shot. See, the Siegenthaler one, I see it as he was reaching to play the puck. The problem is when he was reaching for it, Miles Wood's a tall dude. We all know that. He's been on the team the last 7 years. So when Siegs reached, he put his head, it went down. Now, you can argue Miles should have stopped there, but if you're watching that in real time, Miles Wood, one thing he doesn't lack is speed on those skates. So, yeah. Well, the Luke hit, I don't know. That one, I'm like, they gotta do something. And they did. 5-on-3. It was Timo time. Give me fuel, give me fire, give me go some Timo mine. Ooh, yeah. Jesper Bratt, who, Jack goes out. Jesper has gone ice cold. This is his first point in 3 games. So we need Jesper Bratt to get back on the score sheet of things. And he starts out here with Timo. Timo's down low, 5-on-3. Jesper gets the puck about midway. He's able to feed Timo, who just turns around and just blasts that bad boy. Past the blocker side. It was under the blocker over the leg. Woo! Nice one. Pass old Gorgie. And then 5-on-4, Dougie Hamilton. Oh, Dougie. I don't know what you were doing on this play. Maybe you just forgot or thought you saw someone else on the other side of the ice. But it's like you could see this 2-on-1 forming from a misplay at the blue line. Or no, it was down. I think it was a little bit deeper into the zone. Either way, the Avs are coming out. The Devils are on the power play. And 5-on-4. Dougie tries to go and cut the puck off for some reason on the corner. And there's no other defenseman back. Because those on the power play and all the forwards are forward. And, of course, it has to be Miles Wood right there at center ice, ready to skate in on a full-on breakaway. And of course, because of course, Taylor Hall scored the last game, you knew it was either Thomas Tatar or Miles Wood getting a goal tonight. And it was Miles Wood. On the breakaway, comes in with speed. Vanacek, hey, he was out. He was playing his angles. It wasn't like he was dropping back or anything like that. It was a good shot. He ripped it. Glove side. It beat Vitek. So shorthanded goal given up by the New Jersey Devils. So that's what? We're 3-3 now or 2-3? 3-2. 2-3. 2-3, sorry. Holtz then goes into the penalty box. What did he have? An interference call, I think. And went back to 4-on-4. And luckily, Dougie is a man who likes to make amends. Because at 15:04, all right, so the Miles, sorry, I almost forgot. The Timo Meier was at 11:04, PPG power play goal. Then the Miles Wood shorthanded goal is at 11:45. And now Dougie comes back with a PPG of his own at 15:04 of the second period. And this was just a wrister that somehow found its way through all the traffic in front. I think, was it Timo and, oh no, maybe it was Toffoli. Toffoli and Palat are on the assists. Maybe it was, it might have been Palat. Oh, no. I think it was Timo and Toffoli that were in front providing screens. Or maybe it was, whatever. Doesn't matter. It's a PPG. It's number 5 for Dougie on the year. So, Dougie giveth away, Dougie taketh back. And we're even up again at 3-3 in the second period. Vanacek, oh man, he got one. There was a rocket shot. It just got off his shoulder and then hit the crossbar and went off. I swear, ever since, Jack and Nico went down, the zone entries for this team have been rough. But there were other guys when Jack and Nico were around that could bring the puck into the zone. I don't know what's going on. Either way, Luke took a hooking call there. Vanacek was standing on his head. Big scramble in front. He lost his stick. Brendan Smith actually made a good play. Cross-ice pass that he broke up, but then the puck deflected right into the slot, and Vitek came across with a big, massive right leg save. So tied up going into the third period. John Marino had a good opportunity right off the get-go there where he passed in front. It was kind of a bouncing puck, and he was trying to meet Willman. And I can't remember if he was a little bit ahead or I think he was a little ahead with his pass. Marino then got a rebound there, and the shot went off the D-man's skate over the net. Avalanche hit the post. I think they hit 2 or 3 posts in this game. Dougie actually had another good defense play, break up a cross-ice pass for another odd man break. Vanacek, monster save, came out challenging Makar, who was coming up the wing. Big glove save, or glove stop, and I believe he covered for Vanacek. But then Ryan Johansson at 7:37 of the third period, even strength goal. He's got the big shot. It beats Vitek, who again he was outplaying his angles. He looked good. Vitek Vanacek looked good tonight. He made a number of really, really good saves. So either way, Johansson scores. That puts him up 4-3. What was this one? How did McKinnon score? Oh, yeah, that's right. So Willman and Lazar are at the blue line here, and they kind of bump into each other and lose the puck. And the Avs grab it. And they're right through center ice and into the zone. And guess what? Another odd man rush. And McKinnon, he broke in with speed. He ended up going, it was a nice goal. He ends up going down to the backhand. And Vitek is sliding back, trying to spread his legs out, to get to cover the post. And you could see, it's this one little triangle of space between Vanacek's foot and his leg pad that just isn't on the ice yet. And that's this, probably couldn't place it through there any more perfectly if he tried. But just under the leg pad of Vitek Vanacek, and the one little piece that just didn't get down onto the ice just yet, as he's diving out backwards with his legs kicking. Good goal, though. It's a pretty one. I'll say that. 5-3. Brendan Smith then gets caught out of position. Tays comes in. But Vitek was still looking good. Made a big waffle board save over there with the blocker. But, the Avs eventually score another empty netter. They win the game 6-3. Who got the last one? Oh, Rantanen. That's right. At 18:33. The old gambler came out for Lindy Ruff, but unfortunately tonight, I had to fold him. We don't do that very often. We usually hold him. But tonight, we had to fold him. Devils lose 6-3. Oh, there it is. You got to know when to hold them. Know when to fold them. Know when to pull that goalie and go 6-5. All right. The dance probably makes it even worse. But either way, shots on goal for the Devils, 8-8-7 for a total of 23. They didn't even break double digits in any of the periods. Avs, 11-9-12 for a total of 32. I mean, there were a ton of penalties in this game. Crazy stuff with these hits. Really noticed the absence of Jack Hughes and Nico Hischier when Jesper Bratt is quiet. Toffoli, it's almost like they had a good half game, like the first period and half, and then it just, And again, it's the last game of a 4-game road trip. I kind of half expected something like this to happen. Hope Kevin Ball is okay. Hope Luke Hughes is okay. And I want to know what you think about it on YouTube and Facebook and X and Twitch. And we're going to turn it over to the man who has made Mrs. Wu quite mad tonight. Quite mad. He might be sleeping on the couch. More likely than not.
Could be.
In a pillow of salad. Sam, by God, Wu. Now, what did you think of this game? Because I know you had some opinions about the hits. But what do you think about everything going on?
Doesn't surprise me that the second half of the game, they were a little tired. You're playing at Mile High. The
good point.
atmosphere, your body's not used to it. Not making excuses, but your body's not used to it. Avalanche coming in, not scoring much, and they had something to prove. The two hits that you're referring to, and plus the Timo Meier thing, I think Colorado, an experienced veteran team that just won the Cup 2 years ago, well coached, has the talent. They figured it out by just basically bullying the Devils. Those hits were not by accident. They were done on purpose. They wanted to be more physical, played with an edge, and the Devils' response back was, well, Timo Meier tried to do something about that Luke Hughes hit, and, well, he drew a nice penalty out of it. And that's what the Devils have to really continue doing, is stick up for your teammates. You didn't see that fight at all, other than Timo Meier doing the right thing. I thought Dougie Hamilton did the right thing, but he got a penalty out of it. I thought he should have hit him harder, to be honest.
Okay. So now you didn't think the Wood hit was okay.
No. The commentating was so biased, to be honest. I mean, you've got you basically got a Ranger announcer and Eddie Olczyk, and then you've got that jabroni. What's his name?
Boucher, Flyers goalie.
No, not him. I actually like him. What's his name in the studio?
Biz.
Yeah, he was just all critical all night. Whatever. But I mean, he had some. He had some criticisms where they were valid, but I think he was more trying to troll Devils fans because his loser podcast needs more listeners. I guess I don't know.
Oh, jeez.
Hey.
So not only now have you alienated Dover, New Jersey, you've also now taken on Biz, huh?
Yeah, he thinks he knows the game. Really, is just a clown. Anyway, so
I mean, I do agree with him that the Devils gave up endless friggin' odd man chances tonight.
Well, yeah, I was going to get to that. Okay, because again, it's amazing how when Luke Hughes goes out and you put Dougie Hamilton back there, it's going to happen. I don't think Dougie Hamilton should be out in the power play without another defensive partner to back him up because it just seems like it's been happening since day one, since he came to New Jersey. That's the risk you take. They had literally, 7-minute power play?
Yeah.
Which easily could have been more. And basically, they had a net differential of 1.
Yeah.
So those shorthanded goals are a killer. And this is a team that's struggling for goals. And I just don't think they respected Colorado's speed and tenacity. And like I said, they just bullied their way. Just absolutely bullied their way. Miles Wood, where the hell were you when you were in New Jersey? That's what we wanted to see. Jerk. Goes out, signs $2.6 million. I mean, I'm happy that he ripped off another team, but, why couldn't you do that in New Jersey? All we saw you do is, skate really fast with uncontrollable, speed, and hit the freaking boards and hurt yourself. Now you're hurting our own players?
It was quite amusing at times when you just see him out of camera just come flying in and not be able to stop and he just crashes.
Yeah.
Boards.
Did he learn how to
those first 2 years he was on the team?
Did he learn how to stop in Colorado? Did they teach him something that Hines and Ruff couldn't do? Oh.
You would always know he would just come flying, woo, right in off camera, and it's oh, there's Miles. Oh, there he goes.
He was a train wreck every single time. He
he was. Oh, he was as big as a freight train too.
Yeah, which is why the fans loved him because we all want to see that train wreck,
Oh, he fought one of the Rangers too in that rookie year. I mean, he just went right over and clocked him 2 or 3 times. I can't remember who it was, but it was someone who kind of used to piss me off on the Rangers.
Well, I can tell you a reason why that wasn't a penalty. The hit on
the Siegenthaler one.
Yeah,
I think because he was going for the puck. I mean, that's what it was.
No, Miles Wood wasn't wearing a Devils jersey. That's why. If he was wearing a Devils jersey in the same play, he would have got 4 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, and I see people agreeing. They're not liking JP's not liking Colton. Ariel's saying they're going to try and take Luke out.
I mean, that's
St. Pollock says a dangerous play.
And you really got to do something about it because now the blueprint's out. How to beat the Devils this year, right? How to beat the Devils this year. And how do you beat them? You hurt them. Cheap shots. Take one for the team.
Could be.
Just watch. I mean, I was still, Wasn't Jack Hughes tripped before he took a spill to the boards?
Yeah. Ariel saying in real speed it was bad. Survey as well. Ronaldo's, hey, where's Brendan Smith? Brendan Smith's been someone to drop the gloves before. And yeah, Timo was going in there, but he got clocked. And we got a 5-minute major. That's good. But I personally felt like something else should have happened, before that game was over. Thought there needed to be like a little dropping of the gloves.
They don't know how to do that.
Not only to show the Avs, but to show the rest of the league, like, you can't take a run at the Hughes boys like that.
They're a bunch of wusses.
And St. Pollock says NHL conspiracy.
I'm telling you. I don't know what to do, Scotty. This team has no beef at times.
I agree. I think sometimes, Ronaldo agrees. Physical, and we had no response. Supernova said we should send out Wood. Oh, thank you, Max. It was Brendan Lemieux. Okay. I knew it was someone who used to annoy me on the Rangers. Brendan Lemieux. I wonder where he got that from.
Oh, I don't know.
Nah, I can't imagine. Tough game.
Very tough. Because they had
But
a long power play. And those shorthanded chances, I'll tell you. Killing the team.
There were yeah. Well, I don't know.
And you know what? Do you think that was really a boarding call? I think there more should have been assessed what happened to Luke Hughes.
I thought. Well, I didn't think it was a major, but like I said, I could see a double minor for that.
Woo! Thank you, Ronaldo. You make the pain feel a little bit less with the super chat.
All right.
Or the super sticker.
Luke got hit. He did get hit real hard. You know what? Yeah, I have to think about, like, how far away was he from the boards? Misery Bucks. Because the puck wasn't there. So obviously that's one that first off that's an interference call. But then he hit him in the back. Hit him in the numbers.
Well, Max is saying,
What else? What is he saying? Cross check or something?
No, I'm talking about another subject. But
roughing? What else?
He said,
was it a cross? I mean, was it cross? I thought I thought it was boarding. Did he cross check him? I thought it was boarding.
No, it was definitely boarding.
I mean, you could call it a major. You could call it a major.
I thought the Devils should have 10 minutes. 10 whole minutes power play time. Unreleasable. 10 minutes.
Unreleasable. I like that terminology. That's good.
No, that's what
unreleasable. Sam would have you.
Yeah, it's unreleasable penalties. I mean, if you score, you're still on the power play. But knowing the Devils, they'll just give up more shorthanded goals and power play goals. So maybe we should just shut up. But what Max says, TNT said it best. We were trying to outscore our defensive problems. Tonight showed you can't do it against elite teams. And that's something alluded to on the Will Report, that this is the time for this team to come together without Jack Hughes and Nico Hischier, because Jack Hughes specifically, he really covered up a lot of the Devils' problems. So, there have been some Devils After Darks where we're like, yeah, we won 8-5. But why was there those 5 goals?
Yep.
Why? It's because we don't have the beefalytics. And defensively, we still need some work. And we're giving up a lot of easy plays. Still.
I agree. Yeah, I thought that Holtz penalty, when he flicked whoever's stick right out of his hand, he's got to be smarter there. Especially right now. Holtzy, we need you on the ice with that big shot, not sitting in the penalty box.
But I thought that was a cheap penalty. I didn't think it was interference. But.
Well, I mean, it was right in front of the official, so I figured they would just miss it like they usually do.
It's just a typical veteran team, just like when Luke Hughes got that penalty. The guy grabbed his stick, but somehow Luke Hughes gets the hooking call.
Oh, McKinnon? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see McKinnon. He put like his head. But I mean, that's a smart play on McKinnon's part.
A veteran team
that
knows how to win, and they knew how to bully the Devils, and they knew how to get in their faces and all that. But overall, I thought the Devils, being down, Nosek,
Taze, yeah. That's who got a stick knocked away. He had one hand on it, but still, I mean, it's a cheapo.
It's El Cheapo. That's what I say.
But it's going to get called, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So Holtzy needs to be a little smarter there. Dougie has to be smarter on some of those back plays. I mean, he made some really good plays tonight, but that one leaving Miles Wood wide open. I know he was probably like, oh, Miles will just fall down, but he didn't this time.
They taught him how to skate in Colorado, I guess.
They taught him how to skate. Who knew it? Uh-oh. Insane Pollock. How does Lindy punish them on the team flight home? Oh, are we at that point yet? The team flight punishments where we have to take away all of their electronics and everything? We have to go through that big list again? Oh, jeez.
Start threatening them.
There's Stroof waffles. No Gato and chill. I can't remember everything that we were taking away from him last year at one point. Weren't we going to stick him in the plane with like some snoring man without like the CPAC or something like that? Wasn't that one of the things we came up with, I think?
Maybe Lindy's going to play this podcast on the plane.
I think that came up as well.
That'll get him going.
Lindy takes his socks off on the flight. Just stretch them toes. No in-flight movie? All right. They come up with some better. They get all their electronics taken away. They have to put them in a bag. Go around. Everyone collects them.
Have the pilot, push the button with the oxygen mask come down. Just to scare them. To the last breath. You play to the last breath. You jerks.
No wait service. You want a drink, you got to get up and get it yourself. And there's only room temperature water.
Yeah. When the stewardess comes out with the cart, would you like something to eat? Yeah, sure. Okay, it's going to be $13,000.
We have this $10,000 meal or this tiny bag of pretzels. What would you like, please? The $10,000 meal costs $20,000.
Or maybe they'll take United Airlines home. and stuff Jesper Bratt in the compartment. I don't know.
Keep the overhead lights on.
Uh,
Joseph Lanham said, "Don't call him Dan." Anson Carter said, "Don't call him Dan Marino." That's funny.
Anson Carter listens to this podcast. You know.
Well, he's a wise man, obviously.
Yeah.
I think Anson does a good job. I like the TNT broadcast. I think they do. I think they do a good job.
Bad. They're not bad.
Yeah. At least ESPN has improved, but still. Don't call me Dan Marino. Don't call me Dan. Laces out. Isotoner gloves. Marino. He had some good moments tonight. That one with that bouncing puck where he was trying to get Wildman, trying to time it across.
Yeah.
But it was hard play, you know, especially with the puck bouncing. And then he got that rebound, and I think it went off the defenseman's skate, and then pachoom, over the net out of play. John had a good game. Ball had a good game, but was it just me, or did it look like he was like struggling a little bit? Like he wasn't skating at normal speed.
Kevin Ball?
Kevin Ball, yeah. After he blocked that shot, he was down on the one knee.
Yeah. He didn't seem right.
Yeah. Well, he's got a couple days to rest it off. And we got a couple days to get ourselves pumped for Friday night. Right on the same page, bud. Friday night, November the 10th. It all starts at 5 p.m. Eastern over there at American Whiskey. Come join our crew. And have yourself some And Crew Brew. I will see you all on the TV screens. Unfortunately, I will still be in Los Angeles. I wish I could be there for this great festivity, but I will be with you via satellite, or however they say that. And we'll hopefully be talking about a Devils victory home. Good to be back home at the Rock this Friday night. Sam Woo's going to be on site this Friday for the beer. Sam, why don't you tell them all about it while you say goodbye?
Yeah, we'll be at American Whiskey at noon Eastern, setting up. Festivities will start around 5. It's going to be a great time. I'll see you there. Be there or be square. Till next time, let's go Devils.